Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Last Tuesday of the year. And it's 8:30, which means it's still time for Tea and Wild Thoughts. This is the last conversation of the year. God bless us all. God bless us all. Let's wait for a few little people to come on in this morning. I hope that everybody is feeling blessed and well. You may be watching this on YouTube at a later date and time. So no matter what time it is, morning, noon, evening, I thank you and I welcome you. You're always welcome to join the live conversation here on Instagram. You can follow me at The Beauty Influencer. And you can also check out products inside my self-care store, like this one. Good morning. Palo Santo, which I have in my energy clearing kits that I have in my store. I have body butters, which I just made a nice little batch here of lemongrass for someone. Good morning. And chakra spray and love spray and all kinds of things to keep your vibes together. So please check that out at the link in my bio, the information section below. You can also come and check me out at Essential Aesthetics and Laser in Charlotte. Just getting the vibe right, I always do. That is where I do my beauty thing. I do professional makeup, I do facials, I do laser hair removal. Good morning, love. Welcome. Even we do laser services. I was showing you guys a couple weeks ago how I had some laser done on these little spots here on my chest, and they're starting to lighten up. I had two really dark ones right here and right here. As you can see, you can barely see them anymore. So those are the type of things that we do to really help you get your beauty results. My skin is getting all the way together. All these things thanks to Essential Aesthetics and Laser. So come and see me there, and we can help you reach your beauty goals. Me and the whole team. And so, yeah, you can also subscribe to my website. Sign up for the email list, and you can stay updated on everything that I have going on. I'm excited about the new year, all that it is going to bring. Looking forward to bringing you a lot more information. Good morning. Yeah, just doing my thing. So it's the last conversation of the year, and I just want to talk very candidly. I want to talk just truthfully. It has been a whirlwind of a year, as you all know. But we have pushed through this thing. We have pushed through it together. I want to talk a little bit about what Tea and Wild Thoughts is, and what it has meant to me since I even started all of this. And I want to genuinely and personally thank each and every one of you who watch this, who show up for this, who come through and support me on this. A lot of you I see on a regular basis. That means it means a lot. And I want you to know some of the things that you have genuinely helped me push through, just showing up, and being in support. So genuinely, thank you. We have made it. I kind of can't even believe that we have made it all the way to the end of this year. And for myself, that I have been consistent in doing this and showing up for this conversation. So you all supporting me in that is a level of accountability for myself. And I just want you to know that I really genuinely appreciate y'all. Even if you're watching it later, if you're watching it years from now, which I hope things will last that long. I appreciate you. You are a part of the manifestation. You really are. So as I was saying, my goal for 2020 was simply to be consistent. to keep showing up for myself in a way that I wanted others to show up for me. When I first started all this, a lot of y'all know I'm a caregiver for my dad. Had a pretty successful makeup career in Charlotte. Was really, which I'm gonna read something from a few years ago that I read this morning in my Facebook memories. Good morning and welcome. But when I first started all this, it was literally just out of a pure need to express, and to really show myself and to show others that, again, like, I'm a makeup artist, but there are just tons of things that are on my mind on a regular basis. Beauty, standard beauty is not, what I'm limited to in my thinking. And I really, really needed a platform to do that on. And, I had to move to this little old town, here in Henderson, North Carolina, honey, where there isn't a lot of access to anything. Like, I really had to mentally push through to put this background up here and just sit here and talk. And, my voice wiggled in the beginning, and, I had my old glasses. I don't even think I could afford any contacts at the time. I just really had to push through and make myself do it. And again, I had so many people who showed up for me in the process of just support, giving me feedback, even down to me sharing a wild thought of the day at the end and a different type of tea that I drink, and just so many different ways. Friends who would send the conversation out to, my love here, good morning, who would send the conversation out to other people, getting them involved and just sharing what I was sharing with other people. All those things have just really, really meant so much. And so, again, it just really, me showing up for myself and then them showing up for me to reciprocate that energy really helped push me to continue to just be consistent. It's hard. It's challenging, when I'm a caregiver. I have my self-care store. I have other things going on, as we all do. So to just get here every freaking Tuesday morning and sit down and talk, regardless of who was listening, that was just one of my personal goals. And I'm grateful, to be here at the end of the year. Good morning. Welcome. To be here at the end of the year and still doing this conversation. I feel like I have more of a flow, more of a recipe. I also welcome and continue to welcome your feedback. I get messages all the time, from people who watch later on YouTube or wherever they're watching it. Again, it is just genuinely appreciated. So, some of the other things that one thing I want to say candidly too is, and I hope that, this is always inspiring to others and, in support of others and a representation for others who are pushing through their own forms of adversity, whatever freaking form that may come in, because it is challenging to meet your goals. It is challenging to stay consistent. It is challenging to stay diligent in the process of life freaking happening. That's why I tend to say, life happens. We really have to find the beauty. And, when I think about the beginning of 2020 for me, in the headspace that I was in, I was depressed. I was very, very depressed. I was going through one of the toughest breakups that I've ever been through in my life. At least it felt like that at the time. My father was having amputations going on, different surgeries, being hospitalized. I was broke. I was definitely not financially where I wanted to be. Let's see, living in this old ass house, like, I'm grateful to have a roof over my head, period, and point blank. But what some, and I was talking to different friends through this process, but there was a time where here in this house I could not even take a shower here because our water system, and we had to have our whole septic tank like replaced. And so, again, I'm sharing these things at the end of the year, and to show you that to sit here every Tuesday and to push through these things, and like not only show up for y'all, but to show up for myself and to see, like, bitch was going through, okay? She was going through. And I also found a therapist, that I advocate for that. I am not ashamed of that in any kind of way. The way that things were starting to happen really got to a point. Look at what God brought me through. Amen. I mean, it's, which is why I have to basically speak up on it. I have to share these things because I know that it isn't for nothing. Some of this stuff was just very, very challenging, and I knew that I had gotten to a point where it really was overwhelming. And I could not literally, like, I'm pretty good with processing, and I love, finding things online and sharing things online. You're more than welcome. I will continue to share, and I try to share. I had reached the limit of where I could process things on my own, and I also didn't want to be an emotional burden to the other people that were in my life, friends, because again, we grown, we all have things going on. And so, and also on social media, like sometimes I see people, again, I love to share, but this is not therapy. It's a form of expression, but it's not therapy. These people online don't know you, and they don't know, what's going on with you, and they're not professionals, so I decided to seek that out myself with no family support in that. No, it was just a choice that I really had to make for myself. So with all that said, there's something called Open Pathway. I believe it's called Open Pathway. I am an entrepreneur, been an entrepreneur. I don't have any health insurance. I didn't have those kind of luxuries. Open Pathway makes therapy available for people who either don't have the finances for it or don't have insurance and things like that. The most that you will pay is $60 for a session. All mine is online. I got therapy today. So that's something that I'm just genuinely grateful for and had to continue to push through. And again, I'm glad that I can share things like that. In this platform, everybody who has supported me and continues to support me, I just want you to know who you are looking at and who you are listening to. And yeah, like, because it really is a journey and has been a journey this year for sure. The pandemic is something that I pushed through, that we all have been pushing through. Matter of fact, I'm going to, well, no, I'll share that in a second. But it was right at a point where I was starting to reinvent my career and come back, into working, and had recreated a new studio and all that. And then the pandemic hit. So again, in the light of what 10 Wild Thoughts is for me, and I hope it represents for others, and those who show up to this every single week, just to support and listen. Yeah, all that has been pushed through. Like, this is this moment, like what you're looking at, the manifestation of all of that. Pushing through every single bit of that and showing up every freaking Tuesday at 8:30 regardless. It is a practice. And I was thinking earlier this morning too that Oh, you're sweet. A winner, a survivor, a leader, a friend, a lover, a healer, an artist, a businesswoman, a boss, a bitch. You are many, many things. Thank you, child. And let me tell you something. It's a journey. I got to scratch my head on that one because it doesn't always feel like that. You know, it definitely doesn't always feel like that. But you know, I'm only a reflection of you. If you can see that, you feel that, then you are exactly the same. You know, because I was also going to say the separations, you know, that have been necessary to really grow and heal, and that is from the family, friends, and professionals. You know, I've not only found the level of support that I needed, partly, excuse me, partly through this platform. It's helped me evolve. I've seen other people evolve. I've met some new people. You know, it's been amazing, all because of like just staying consistent with this one tool. You know, so I'm just reflecting on that through this whole year. I'm genuinely grateful. The woman who sits before you, you know, has literally grown and healed before your eyes. I just want y'all to really understand that. Yeah. It has been a journey. So I'm going to share something, if I can find some room here, that I was saying that I read in my Facebook memories this morning. And it's just kind of bringing full circle, you know, what I'm talking about right now. It says, random moment of gratitude. My business model has officially evolved to include every ounce of who I am, no longer stuck in the just makeup box. This is an amazing achievement for 2017. This is when I wrote this. Because as much success as I've had, I was not fulfilled. Found myself complacent and simply just bored with my industry. I stumbled, fell a few times, jumped off a few cliffs, kicked, screamed, and everything else. Laugh out loud. I'm not gonna lie, this year was hard. But I found my way out of darkness and into a new light. Many of the people around me fought this growth as well, but it could not be stopped. There is no ill feelings. It can be extremely challenging to evolve when those around you are so used to who they think you are. Finding the freedom to explore the other parts of yourself that you haven't even met before is a major mission. This journey was about so much more than money, my ego, or even success. It was about what I wanted in this next phase of my life to look like, what was going to make me happy when I woke up in the mornings. I needed more than to grin and bear it. This is about living my most beautiful and authentic life, finding something I love to do, and creating my lifestyle around that. And so here I am, genuinely happy and confident with every choice I've made this year. This is such an awesome feeling, finally free. And so, you know, that was 2017, and I think right after that is when I had to kind of move here and take care of my dad. So I had to find a way, you know, to continue to explore that freedom and hold on to that freedom, and, you know, roll with the punches, as they say. So again, I'm genuinely grateful to each one of you who watched this. Thank you. I love y'all. I don't know where this will go. I don't know. I know that in the new year, I am creating better strategies to get this, whatever this is, out there. I continue to just be more of myself. I just want everybody to just truly understand that it's not easy, that, you sharing energy with me is just as important to the process. It's not taken lightly and it's not taken for granted. And, I'm trying to, in my own way, create community as much as possible with those who are here for it, because everybody ain't here for it. That don't mean they're a hater or whatever. Part of what I went through this year too was to genuinely, those separations that I talked about, to do that as peacefully as possible, and to really not let that kind of energy become a distraction, to what I'm trying to do. So I appreciate it. I genuinely do. We have made it. This is the last freaking conversation of the year. And for those who don't know, all these conversations are in my IGTV. They are also on YouTube. Again, I'm really looking forward to sharing more information of what I've been learning in terms of the beauty industry, and expanding that knowledge and sharing that with you guys too, which I'll be doing a lot more of in the new year. So it's been a process of just, like I said, just growing, blossoming in my own way, and expanding beyond that just makeup box. Yeah. So I'm going to share my wild thoughts of the day. If you look back through the years and the timing of the present issue in your life, more than likely you can find a common thread. The question is, what can you do different this time? We always want another thing or person to change, but you are the common denominator. I say stuff like that all the time because I know it to be true. And I think, if I could just kind of sum up everything that I'm trying to share in this conversation, the last conversation, 2020 hit me, but all of us, with so many changes. But we had to find a way to push through it, and to be consistent, and to stay diligent and focused on what we want to manifest. It's still time. It's still a little bit of time. Yes, it threw us so much. And at the end of the day, from the race riots and everything that has just happened, the election, we are always the common denominator. I know I am. I have had to decide what I want. I'm still deciding some of those things, but my consistency, my efforts, my choices, my energy, these are all things that I can't control. Something that therapy taught me is the first lesson was to deal with the things, learn to deal with the things that I can't control, and find strategies to deal with the things that I can't. And I feel really, really grateful, really, really peaceful with what I've been able to accomplish. I'm not everywhere I want to be just yet, but I feel more confident in getting there every day. That was something else earlier in the week that, I started to kind of like, damn, it's the end of the year and I haven't done this and I haven't done that, and I should be, and started, going down this spiraling down, as we talk about, of what wasn't accomplished this year. And I had to really, I'm like, hold up self. Like, you've done a lot and you've pushed through a lot and you're still pushing through a lot, and you have to give yourself credit for that. So that's what I'm sharing in this conversation too. Those things to really check in, do that gratitude check. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. We all have things that we need to do that gratitude check, because this year has been a whole son bitch. Okay? It really has. Continue to find things that are inspiring to you. I was watching Tabitha this morning. You know, that's my business. She's so cute. And just all these people, you know, that again have platforms to express and just be themselves. They're very, very inspiring to me. So, and that's what I aspire to be myself. You know, somebody who's just being themselves, sharing themselves online, living in purpose, being in purpose. So, I thank y'all for being in support of me. I truly, truly, truly do. I hope that you all had a Merry Christmas, those who celebrate, and I'm wishing you all a Happy New Year, because the next time I see you, it will be 2021, which is not technically the real New Year, but it don't matter. We can go down that whole road. But it is a time to really dig in and find out what isn't working anymore. What isn't working, and figure out what we need to be doing. Oh, Lord. Shouts out to the people, too, who want you to get back to who you were. Or who haven't evolved with you. It's okay. It really is. I've gotten a few messages recently about missing me, and you know, we should do things that we did in the past, and I had my moments of feeling like, what the hell, you know, like I'm very big on people evolving with you and being a part of your present as much as possible. You know, just gotta spread love. I was telling somebody, again, like I said, I want to have love in my heart. I don't have time for anger and all this other stuff. I really don't. It's a waste of energy. Don't mean you let people walk over you. But I'm going to say this. I already shared the wild thought, but this is a bonus for 2021. Your insight, your discernment, the things that you can see, I've learned this year. They are for you. It's not always for you to let people know that you can see them, or for you to I used to be big on shade, you know, being shady, letting a person know, like, no honey, you ain't getting nothing over on me. People know. A lot of people already know. That vision, that discernment, those skills that you have are for you to be able to navigate. It's not always for you. Who cares what they think? And who cares, you know, how they view you? What's most important is how you view yourself, and for you to know how to navigate these things. The fact that you can see, the fact that you have the discernment and you have the knowledge to apply is a gift, and it's a blessing. Don't let how these people see you, view you, mistake you. Don't let that distract you. It's a waste of time. And if you got to move by yourself because other people can't see it, then that is what you must do. You know, case in point, I've been doing 10 Wild Thoughts for probably a year and a half, almost 2 years. I was online doing lives way before a pandemic hit. It's talking about vision. Everybody ain't gonna see what you see. So, with all that said, this is 30 minutes of dialogue with the beauty influencer. You are always welcome, if you're watching this on YouTube, to join the live conversation. Happy New Year, y'all. God bless you. I'm appreciative. Please like, share, subscribe. Help your girl out. And I look forward to seeing y'all and rocking with y'all in the new year. I hope you have a great, wonderful, awesome, amazing, blessed day. And I will see you next week, God willing. Peace.